Together, growing in faith, changing communities.
Ngegama likayise benendodana nomoya ocwebileyo. Today I would like us to reflect on the Gospel of Mark chapter 7. I would like us to reflect on the Gospel of Mark chapter 7 from verse 32. So we are reflecting on Mark chapter 7 verse 32. So for those who are grabbing your Bibles, those who are grabbing your journals and your highlighters, or someone is opening that up for you, or just to mark that out as we are reading the Word of God. Mark chapter 7, we're starting from verse 32. And they brought to Jesus a man who was deaf and had a speech impediment, and they begged him to lay his hands on him. Bheka baletha kuJesu isithulu esasinamalimi siyisimungulu, bamncenga ukuba abeke isandla sakhe phezu kwaso. I'm fascinated. Jesus has just come back from his missions, and as he arrives at home, they brought to him a man, and this man has two things to deal with. The first one, they brought a man who was deaf, but also they brought a man who had a speech impediment. So in one person, there are two realities. The first one, he is deaf. The second one, he has a speech impediment. So he struggles with speech. Either he cannot speak at all, or when he tries to speak, he struggles. There's something that affects him or affects his speech. And they brought this man to Jesus. Now, there are many things happening here. Does he come on his own? The answer is no. He is brought. Someone brings him, hence the passive tense. They brought to Jesus a man who was deaf. And maybe that's where we could start. We could start by analyzing and asking ourselves why, or rather who, had brought this man to Jesus. Obani laba abamisa kunkulunkulu. And there is a lot that one can speculate on, articulate, and try and reflect and go deeper. But maybe let's bring it closer to ourselves. It could have been his family, could have been his friends, could have been people who live with, it could have been his spouse, it could have been his partner, it could have been anyone. But those people who brought him to Jesus, two things are possible. Either they knew and they believed that in Jesus he will find a solution. In Jesus he will find an answer. In Jesus he will be healed. Or number two, they were just tired, frustrated, and possibly feeling sorry for him. They couldn't bear what was going on. They couldn't bear to see it. They couldn't bear to witness it. It was becoming too much in their lives. And ithandwa zami, that's life. That's a reality. Uyabona kumele sikhumbule and kumele realize ukuthi we impact people. We affect people's lives, whether positively or negatively. If we live with people, we're bound to impact on them. We're bound to touch them. And either we can enhance their lives, or their lives can be enhanced, or they can be frustrated. So how do I relate to people? How do I speak to them? How do I listen to them? How do I love them? How do I interact and engage with them? Especially at home. Khona omunye umuntu ekuthiwa usibani mani ave ngakwazi ukukhuluma. Usibani mani ave eyidlapha ekukhulumeni kwakhe. Usibani mani ave ngakwazi ukuhlalisana nabanye abantu ngokuthula. And you realize ukuthi mhlambe usibani mani ekukhulunywa ngaye either doesn't know or does know but does not care. And I think ingozi leyo nto uma unabantu abakuthandayo enough to make us aware ukuthi ayibo sibanibani mhlambe awuboni ukuthi uma lento siyiqhubha kanje ulimaza abantu abaningi. Ayibo sibanibani uma lento siyiqhubha kanje awuboni ukuthi baningi abantu ababa impacted. And uthole usurealize ukuthi kubo bonke labantu abakhuluma the very same thing mina mhlambe anginendaba. Ngiyamsaba ke mina ithandwa zami umuntu ongenandaba to that level. Ngiyamsaba umuntu okhuluma athi vela bangiphakeli. Ngiyamsaba umuntu mina okhuluma adilike. Uyabona ibhlungu leyo nto when you realize ukuthi kunabantu abadala. Mangithi abadala ngiqonda ukuthi they are old enough, they are matured enough, at least enough thinking ukuthi you cannot expect uSibanibani to be doing this. You cannot expect uSibanibani to be behaving in such and such a way. Kodwa labantu kuyathusa uma suhlala nabo subabuka whether nisemsebenzini noma nine conference noma whatever you are engaging with, and khona umunye umuntu umbuka nje the first value because of iminyaka yakhe, because of ama qualifications akhe, because of his status empilo, you presume ukuthi no, this person is like this. And only when they start speaking or only when they start doing things and you get a shock of your life ukuthi ayibo, how can ayibo, I would have thought, I would have done differently. Kwenzakalani uma sekunjena? Yabona ayikho into ebalekile empilweni than self-respect, self-love. These two things go a long way. Because if you respect yourself, there are certain things you will never do. If you respect yourself, you will always carry yourself with dignity. You will always carry yourself with decorum. And there are certain things that you just cannot do, at least in the public space. There are certain things that you cannot speak about, at least in the public space, because you hold this, you hold yourself in high regard, and your image is important. And ithandwa zami khona into esibuye siyikhohlwe empilweni, kubalekile ukuyihlonipha, kubalekile ukuzazisa, kubalekile uqinisekisa ukuthi awulidicileli igama lakho phansi. And so a sense of respect for the self is crucial. A sense of love, a love of self goes a long way, because uma ngiyithanda, uma ngiyihlonipha, ngeke ungibone ngenza ukuthi phambi kwalabo abantu. Uma ngiyithanda, uma ngiyihlonipha, ngeke ungibone ngibehavior kanje yana phambi kwalabo abantu. Uma ngiyithanda, ngiyihlonipha, ngeke ungibone ngiyenza ukuyenza into efana nale. And that goes a long way, because kungisiza ukavoida izinto eziningi, kungisiza ukavoida ukulimaza abantu abaningi. Khona enye into mhlambe mina engenandaba nayo, mhlambe wena ongenandaba nayo, but yabalimaza abanye abantu. It may not be wrong in itself, kodwa yabalimaza abanye abantu. And so kunezinto I often say mina kunento engashiwo omunye umuntu and get away with it. And wonke umuntu ahleka ahlanya, hey uhlanya le ndawo lo leyana, uhlanya lesigodi lo leyana, miyeke vele uyayibhedela lo yana, uhleze ehlanyela. But khona the very same thing engashiwo when ilimaza abantu abaningi. Ayikho into ebalekile than umuntu okwazi ukuqoqa ulimi lakhe, umuntu owazi ukukhuluma, and kudepend ukuthi ukephi futhi, nokuthi unohlobo olunjani labantu okhuluma nabo. Khona ezinye izinto that you may get away with it in some circles, but in a different circle you will never. But it all has to do with self-respect. It all has to do with self-love. It also has to do with testing the waters and be wise enough to know what to say, when to say it, how to say it. Namhlanje we are reflecting on the Gospel of Mark chapter 7. We're starting from verse 32. They brought to him a man who was deaf and with a speech impediment, and they asked him to lay hands on him. And the first thing I'm reflecting on, he was brought. It is a passive tense. And I'm asking myself, why? And I'm arguing, possibly they wanted him to get help. That's number one. But number two, possibly they were tired. Basebekhathele uyena. base be-frustrated bebuka zonke izinto ezenzakalayo empilweni. Uyabona ithandwa zami, I think one of the most important things in life as we grow older especially is to start reflecting on ourselves, to start reflecting on the day. Uyabona mawukhuluma nabantu, but when you are alone, reflect. Was it necessary for me to say this? Was it necessary for me to behave in such a way? Ayikho into ebaluleke njengomuntu who is a best critic of himself or herself. Umuntu ongalisabi iqiniso. Umuntu ongeke athi aha anginendaba mina vele, anginendaba mina ngoba. No. It's not about whether nginendaba or anginandaba. It all has to do with self-love, with self-respect, and how I live and how I entertain and how I engage with people, especially if kuwukuthi abantu engiphilisana nabo, abantu engisebenza nabo, abantu engisonta nabo, abantu engihlala nabo, abantu engifunda nabo. Akufunakali ngibe nomona. Khona into esayifunda almost sonke sisebancane. Makuthiwa uyophaka, there was always one thing, ungakhohlwa abanye abakadli. My God, that word is powerful. Ungakhohlwa nabanye abakadli. Uyibona lento umuntu esamncane. Uyabona uyinkinga, uyingozi umuntu othi melambile ayitshela ukuthi uyena yedwa olambile endlini. Uyingozi, let me say this again. Uyingozi umuntu ozitshela ukuthi melambile uyena yedwa olambile endlini. Uyingozi lo muntu, because lo muntu is bordering on being selfish. Uthi mevuka ekseni athi ngaze ngalamba ayoqeda yonke into because uyitshela ukuthi imina ngedwa olambile. What about abanye? Khona into ithandwa zami I've come to learn in life, and I think we all need to learn it as we go on. Uma ngifila kanje, abanye bafila kanjani? Uma ngithi ngikhathele manje, what about abanye? Uma ngithi ngilambile manje, what about abanye? Uma ngithi I'm annoyed, what about abanye? I must also consider other people, and it calls for human growth. And I'm reflecting on why did they bring him to Jesus? And I'm asking, were they frustrated? And then I need to ask myself, could it be possible that I frustrate certain people by my speech, by my words, by the manner of doing things? And now I need to go back and ask myself honestly and be honest with myself. Yini lena engiyenzayo elimaza abanye abantu? Yini lena engiyenzayo elimaza abanye abantu? Is it necessary? I always ask myself that question. Khona omunye umuntu who says, I want to tell the truth at all cost. And I'm saying, okay, ususixoxelile, and then what? Ususikhombisile, and then what? Usubahlebile, and then what? Usuba exposile, and then what? I said, that for me is important. It's crucial. Ngiyakuzwa ukuthi ubufuna ukusikhombisa leyanto, ubufuna ukuba expose, ubufuna ukubaceba, kulungile, ngiyabonga. And then uzotholani? Sewubalimazile, that's fine. And then sewuba exposile, and then sewukhulumile, and then, and that's important, because there must be, I must not just think ukuthi ngizokhuluma mina, ngizobatshela mina, ngizokwenza ukuthi mina. There must be consequences. There must be consequences to my actions. There must be consequences to what I do. I cannot just do things and say ngiyaxolisa, because ithandwa zami, you can't destroy people's lives and at the end of the day, when you are being asked and we're being cornered and you only say ngiyaxolisa. No, ingane kumele ixolise because ingane doesn't know better, but not us. You know, we adults. And so we learn as we grow. And khona le golden rule, do unto others what you want them to do to you. Ungayenzi into kubantu ongeke ufise wena yenziwe kuwena. Then there's something else that also touches me. He's deaf. What does it mean? Well, he can't hear. That's important. Possibly physically, he cannot hear. But also, how many of us are deaf to the truth? How many of us are deaf to the reality? Akezus banbani. Also, and so is so deaf, they don't want to hear. And so often people will tell us the truth. People will expose us to the truth. People will lead us to the truth. But I'm stubborn. I just refuse to change. I refuse to consider. I refuse to be guided. And unfortunately, dear brothers and sisters, a great number of us as human beings struggle with that. So I'm spiritually deaf. I refuse to see the truth. I refuse to be guided. I refuse to receive good counsel. And so you find that there are some people who struggle with that. And they just refuse because they believe that they are always right. They believe ukuthi ibona abazi kangcono, and they believe ukuthi akekho ngabatshela. And that's sad. It's sad if empilweni I've come to that realization ngempilo yami ukuthi no, mina I'm right. Mase kukhulume mina akekho omunye ozokhuluma. Mase ngithatha decision. And there are people who are like that, who say no, but I've spoken. Actually, as long as you live under my roof, as long as you live in my house, as long as you're married to me, as long as you are the mother of my kids, you will do this. And then but where is the freedom here? Yabona khona into empilweni that I think is so powerful. Ukurealize ukuthi angimina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. Can I say this again? Can I say this again? The realization I'm not the only one who's intelligent. The realization akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. I wish we can write this down. Ngiyabonga Nkosi to realize akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. Write this down for me. Ngiyabonga Nkosi ngoba akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. Thank you, Lord, for this realization. I'm not the only one who's intelligent. I am not the only one who is intelligent. Akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. That's the word. That's the word that I like. Akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. I am not the only one who is intelligent. Akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. I am not the only one who is intelligent. That's the word that I would like us to reflect on. I am not the only one who is intelligent. Akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. My God, we can sit on this word and imagine if you and I were to reflect on this word. Akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. Akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. I'm not the only one who's intelligent. I am not. I am not. I am not the only one who is intelligent. Akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. Because once I accept that, and once I internalize it, and once I believe it, I will grow. Because it means I'm willing to learn from anyone. I'm willing to be schooled by any experience. I'm willing and I'm open to learn. Why? Akumina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. Yes, ngihlakaniphile, but akumina ngedwa. Yes, I'm intelligent, but I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who's intelligent. And sometimes we think I am the only one who's intelligent in the room. Sometimes we think I'm the only one who's intelligent emandleni. Sometimes we think I'm the only one who's intelligent emsebenzini. That's not true. I may be knowledgeable. I may be an expert, but I'm not the only one who's intelligent. Because intelligence is so vast. Intelligence is so wide. Intelligence is so deep. That I may be very good with maths. I may be very good with science. And I lack human tact. I may have a PhD. I may be an MD or CEO, but I lack tact. And then you find people who are highly intelligent. Ubatshela ukuthi ngicela ungifakela inkinobho eshethini. They don't know how to do it. They just don't know. And you realize ukuthi khona izinto eziningi engazazi. I don't know how to raise kids. I do not know how to ukuthunga. I do not know how to deal with conflicts. I do not know how to welcome people and make them feel at home. And I think once one realizes that, one grows. Ngiyabonga Nkosi. Ngiyabonga Nkosi. I'm not that intelligent. I'm not the only one who's intelligent. Angimina ngedwa ohlakaniphile. And then there's also another element that speaks to me. He struggled with his speech. He struggled. Was his stammering? Was it that he couldn't speak well? When amalimu? Noma, he spoke normally, but what came out of his mouth was razor. And unfortunately, dear brothers and sisters, there are some of us like that. Mega volumlomo uyalimaza. Khona abazali abathi mabekhuluma bakhuluma ukuphila phekwe impilo zabantwana babo. Khona abazali abathi mabekhuluma bakhulume something that gives life. That you when you need to phone someone, when you're going through something, the first person you want to talk to, it's this person. And you say to this person, you know what, I'm going through this and this and this and this and that. And then you sit down and you listen to their intelligence. You listen to their counsel. You listen to their wisdom. And you thank God for that. And you realize, this is something that I need. I needed that. Khona abanye abantu uNkulunkulu abekile olimini labo umusa nothando. Uyibekile uNkulunkulu lento olimini labo ukuthi wena uzokhuluma ukuphila phekwe impilo zabantu. And that's the most beautiful reality when you see ukuthi uNkulunkulu ukubekile ukuphila empilweni yalabo bantu. And eze kubeka ukuphila empilweni yabo, into abayishoyo iyasiphilisa. Into abayishoyo isenzela umusa. Khona abantu abanjalo ukuthi nje they speak words of life and siyabadinga abantu abanjalo. You know, emsebenzini siyabadinga abantu where people gravitate towards. And you know, ahlale nawe, they are not okay, ahlale nawe, and they are just say, okay, nikhulume, ahlale nawe, and you, by the time you walk away from that person, you're like, hey, what's wrong lapha sibanibani? There are people like that. Othi mekhuluma, othi me advisor, othi meyiluleka, uzwe ukuthi bengikhuluma nomuntu owuma, bengikhuluma nomuntu owubaba, bengikhuluma nomuntu omfowethu. Yes, umfowethu omncane, umfowethu omdala, ingane yami, it doesn't matter, but ngiyaphila ngawe. Khona omunye umuntu you enjoy ukuba nabo. Yabona ekhaya uma kunemcimbi, khona abanye babafowethu ukuthi mabe khona, it's always pleasure. Because sizobe sihlekela, sizobe sijabulela, yes, sizobe sijovana, but it is always beautiful ukuba nabafowethu masekhaya. Because mase sihlelise sindawonye singamancome sizenzela into zethu siyikhulumela, you realize ukuthi sengisekhaya. You realize ukuthi ngingakhohlwa ikona konke and manje sengisekhaya, senginabantu abangithandayo, senginabantu esikhulumela noma yini, esihlekelayo, esijabulelayo. Yes, equally important. Mase kufanele ukukhuluma izinto ezibalekile, equally important. Mase kufanele ukukhuluma izinto ekumele sikwazi ukuyilungisa ezumndeni sibakhona. And you need abantu abanjalo. But also ithandwa zami, the speech impediment could also mean for us, khona umunye umuntu ongakwazi ukukhuluma, khona umuntu oyidlaba, khona umunye umuntu obanjwayo kuthiwa angakhulumi usibanibani, angakhulumi usibanibani. Khona ukuthi makuhlangenwe kunama gatherings ahlehliswe kuthiwa no sibona ngeke akhuluma. Khona umunye umuntu othi mayisedlile izinto zakhe uyathula, kodwa meke athi one or two izinto ezizophuma emlonyeni wakhe engathi ungamthatha umcimbi usakhona, mekaqala nje ufuna ukuthatha izinto zakhe kanti ungamthatha umbeke eceleni ukuthi asambeni hlala nami la ungayindawo, because uyazi ukuthi meke kwangena emzimbeni hayi into azoyikhipha. Hayi, khona omunye umuntu othi meke adla bese ethuka inhlamba. khona omunye umuntu nje meke adla uzoveda nenza izinto cishe ngathi snacks kodwa thelisana ngehlazo, and bese uyarealize ukuthi khona into wrong. Bese kuba khona ithandwa zami abanye abantu abangakwazi ukukhuluma, ukuthi mekhuluma umuntu avedane nje adilike, and you realize ukuthi waze wangona umphefumulo usibanibani, waze wawulimaza umphefumulo usibanibani. Then ithandwa zami khona abanye abantu abangabazali abangenalo ulimi oluhle kubantwana babo. Ngingeke ngithi banolimi olumbaxambile, abanalo ulimi oluhle kubantwana babo, abanalo iqiniso kubantwana babo. Khona abazali bahlezi bethetha. Angisho ukuthi ithandwa zami abantwana singabathethisi, kubalekile ukuthi sithethe, kubalekile ukuthi sifake isikole, kubalekile. Kodwa uthi umpostoli Paul singabakhubi abantwana bethu. Lisho iqiniso ukuthi I don't think this is good. I don't think this is what God is calling of us. I don't think this is what I would like you to become as you grow older. I think we should tell the truth. But khona abazali ababophayo phekwe impilo zabantwana. Sibathuka abantwana. Thola ukuthi umntwana ulwa nomntwana o ulwa nomyeni wakho through umntanakho, ulwa nenkosikazi through umntwana, and you realize ukuthi siyabalimaza manje labantwana. Umuzi umzali ebiza umntwana ngenhlambe engaka, umuzi umzali etshela umntwana ukuthi wena usoze waphumelela, umuzi umzali etshela umntwana ukuthi vele wena usilimo ufuza usibanibani, vele wena usibanibani mengakufuni wakulahla, ingakho usibanibani akulahla wena ngoba unjena, vele wena ngangakuplananga wena wawukuthi, vele mina nganginjena ngize ngithola wena. Khona ezinye izinto ezilimazayo ithandwa zami, khona izinto ezilimazayo. Mina njengomzali ngiyazisho mhlambe ngoba ngidiniwe, ngiyazisho mhlambe ngoba ngidlile, ngiyazisho mhlambe ngoba whatever the case is, but there is no need. Asikho isidingo sokulimaza impilo yengane. Mina yami impilo, yes, maybe ilimele, mina yami impilo maybe ihlukumezekile, mina yami impilo maybe is in a mess, but I don't need to do more harm to someone else. I don't think there is a need for us to go down that route. We need to bring life. Uthola ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi uyaziwa nje uma ukuthi njobe seqalile ngekame. Yabona njobe seqalile uthola ukuthi usisomdala wahamba ekhaya. Bahlale aphinda amlandele nomunye but noma agcina usefuna ukuhamba, and akekho okwazi ukuhlala naye, akekho okwazi ukumbekezelelela because of izinto ayishoyo. And you soon realize ukuthi abanye they stay alone, abanye bahlala bodwa, bahambe batshela abantu ukuthi mina ingane zami azingifuni, bahambe batshela abantu mina umyeni wami akangifuni, bahambe batshela abantu mina unkosikazi wami akangifuni, and bathi abantu it's not because ukuthi asimfuni, but akuhlaleki naye. Why ingahlaleki naye? Because izinto ayikhulumayo ziyalimazana. Yabona ithandwa zami ngihleze ngithi mina umuntu can slap you and that's painful, but it will disappear. But umuntu can say something to you that's painful, that stays with you for the longest of time, because you will not easily forget. It will stuck with you, and you will realize noma kuthiwa uneme kangakanani, noma kuthiwa uhappy kangakanani, but you will realize ukuthi so and so had said this, so and so had done this, and so we hurt people, and sometimes we hurt those whom we claim to love. And today we are reflecting on the Gospel of Mark chapter 7 verse 32. They brought to him a man who was deaf, who had a speech impediment. They asked him to touch him and to heal him. And this is what we're praying for today, that the Lord may touch us, may touch all these aspects of our lives that we've spoken about, that he may heal us in all these different aspects of our lives, that we may realize, yes, we've done well in so many ways, but maybe we've also failed in other ways. That maybe we have hurt ourselves, we have hurt other people. And siyamdinga uNkulunkulu ukuthi azibonakalise. Siyamdinga uNkulunkulu ukuba asiphilise. Siyamdinga uNkulunkulu ukuba aselaphe. Siyamdinga uNkulunkulu ukuba asenzele ngoba siyahluleka. But siyamdinga uNkulunkulu ukuthi Nkosi, la engibe nenkani khona ngenelela. La engibe nenkani ngaba stubborn to a point ukuthi everybody else was warning me, everybody else was talking to me, everybody else was engaging with me, but I refused and I asked for your grace. I mean, there are moments in our lives when we know ourselves ukuthi yabona-ke manje I'm just being stubborn. I'm just being stubborn, but to what end? Izosiza bani? Lenkani yami izolapha bani? Lenkani yami izosiza bani? Lenkani yami eyani? And you realize ukuthi, but I don't need this. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help this family. It doesn't help this situation. And so sometimes for the things we say, and the question that I was asking, khona abanye abantu abathi no mina akuhlali lutho nje kumina esifubeni, no mina ngiyayikhulumela nje mina, and everybody knows it. Yeah, there are moments when that is good. There are moments when that is praised. There are moments when we say, wow, that's a good quality. But also there are also moments where we don't need that. That's why there's this beautiful word called prudence. NgesiZulu kuthiwa ubusoka. You must be prudent. Is it really necessary for me to say this now? Is it necessary for me to speak about it? So what am I saying? When am I saying it? How am I saying it? To who am I saying it? Zibalulekile lezo zinto. Khona abanye abantu esisobalimaza. And we're never going to be there to pick up the pieces. Khona abanye abantu esisobalimaza, and we are never there to help them to heal. And so sewuba exposile, sewukhulumile, sewubalimazile, and they're bleeding. And who's going to heal them? And mina nawe cannot say asinendaba. I cannot say anginendaba because I'm the one who has done it. Khona ezinye izinto ezithandwa zami mina, I sit down and I'm like, okay, usungixoxelile, okay, usungivezelile, okay, usutshelile umhlaba, and then what? Ayikho into emnandi empilweni than to realize ukuthi konke kuyadlula. This too shall pass. Konke kuyaphela. Ayikho into ehlalayo. Ayikho into engadluli. Yabona buka ezweni lakithi. Yabona izwe lakithi, it doesn't matter. Noma yini izodlula. Give it 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, it's gone. And people will make jokes about it. People will laugh at it. And hleka nawe, hleka. Qhubekela phambili nempilo. And impilo injalo. And for those who've been hurt, who refuse to forgive, who refuse to move on, who refuse to be healed. I say to you, yes, you've been hurt. Yes, I acknowledge it. But ungahlali lapho. Ungahlali la isitha sakho sikubekele khona. Ungasali la isitha sakho sikubethelele khona. Vuka, sukuma, hamba. Uxhugela unjalo, sukuma uhambe. Yes, it's okay. You are in pain. It's okay. You are embarrassed. It's okay. You are hurting. It's okay. But ungahlali lapho. I refuse to sit. I refuse to stay in a place of shame. I refuse to stay in a place of hurt. I refuse to stay in a place that has crucified me once before. Sukuma, hamba, uzoba right. Ngegama likaYise benendodana nomoya ocebileyo. Amen.